Is it? All right, cool. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. It's your second time here with us. I was just talking to my friend. The first time he came around, I just saw the footage and I was super nervous and I was like all over the place. So I think I feel a little more comfortable now. It's what my 22nd episode, so hopefully it goes better on my end.
Yeah,
You did great.
congratulations.
You did great, by the way. I was like super nervous and stuff. So, how you been? How's life treating you? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's been going good. How about you?
Good, good. I'm super excited to record an episode. I haven't recorded an episode in about 5 months already, dude.
Dang.
So it's been a long time. So I'm a little rusty, but yeah, everything's good. I started a like a promotions or an events channel. So I bought a bunch of speakers, and that's what I've been working on most of this time. So I hadn't been like reaching out to people to bring it over to the podcast and stuff like that. Yeah. And how was your Is this gonna be your third fight or second fight?
Second fight.
Okay. So how was your first fight? Because we haven't spoken ever since you.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. I'm excited for this one
Mm-hmm.
more. I was just kind of getting my feet wet my first fight, and then this second fight, I just feel pretty good. And it's actually a year apart from my last one too. My last one was November 11th, and then this one is November 9th. And I said I was going to come back in a year. And so it just like lined up perfectly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was
So
by accident too.
really,
Yeah.
same promotion or different promotion?
Yeah, same promotion.
Okay. And how was your experience as a fighter? Debuting. Was it what you were expecting?
I
How was it?
was I was so scared.
Really? I bet you were. I mean, it's a whole different feeling. Sparring at the gym, training as to fighting in real life. Like full force. Did he wear
Yeah, yeah.
gear or no?
Yeah, yeah. So for your first two amateur fights, you can wear shin guards, and then your third one, you actually you don't wear it. But yeah, I was more scared. It was felt like unreal because of the crowd. Like it felt like I was in a movie.
Really?
Yeah, like when I watch like a Rocky movie or like a Bruce Lee movie,
Uh
I
huh.
feel like there's just an audience watching me, and it didn't even feel real until I got hit.
Uh huh.
Before the first time I got hit, I was just thinking like, "Damn, bro, I can't believe this is actually happening." There's like 2,000 people watching me fight
Uh
some
huh.
random dude, and then I get hit, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I kind of lock back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right. So how was that first hit? Like, did you Because I'm sure the crowd went crazy or something. Like people, make noises and stuff when.
yeah, yeah. You could hear that,
Yeah.
but like it less of hurt and it more like snapped me back into reality
Okay. Okay.
more
Okay.
than anything. Yeah.
And the crowd, cheering, distract you in any type of way? Like
Nah.
no.
But like when I talk to my parents and like some of my friends, they'd all ask me like if you could hear us calling your name, and I was like no. The only like people I could like actually hear was like the referee, and I could barely hear the corner, but I could
Mm-hmm.
kind of hear the corner a little bit, maybe the announcers, but other than that, you just hear like it sounds like if you're like at a school assembly and everyone's just screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't really, it's kind of drowned out. So
Yeah. So when your corner was yelling at you, giving you advice and stuff like that, were you able to like process that? Because I'm sure you're pumping adrenaline and stuff like that, right? You're trying to not get hit and stuff like that. So were you able to concentrate and kind of hear what they were saying, or you were kind of just you had a your game plan preset and went with your game plan? How was that?
well, like the first round was like to me felt like a movie, and
Mm-hmm.
then I would say after that I stopped being scared and I was kind of like locked in, and then the second and third round I was just tired, like
Really?
more than anything. Yeah, like I didn't feel that hurt. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't aching. I felt completely fine. Me and my opponent, neither of us really took that much like damage.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt really fucking tired, more than I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but when I left, I wanted to do another round.
Really?
Yeah, cause like it just like it's weird because it's scary, but at the same time, it's like a drug. It's addictive.
Mhm.
Like as soon as I left, like I remember I'd watch like some of my favorite fighters. They'd say like they're addicted to the cage,
Mhm.
and it's like as soon as you leave, you it's like kind of a different feeling. Like because it's really weird. I remember when I got before when I went in the octagon, the first thing I looked at is them shutting the door and locking it.
Really?
And I'm like, oh shit, this is like a movie.
It's
Like it felt
real.
like some shit in a movie. And I turned around and I'm like, oh shit, it's time to get it cracking in front of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but when I left, it was like, I don't know. It was like, I felt like there's energy coming from the canvas.
Mhm.
Like there's this energy.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And when did the fatigue kick in? Like during second round, towards the end, towards the beginning?
End
Uh,
of the first round, definitely.
really?
Yeah. There's
Mhm.
a lot of wrestling.
Mhm.
I was super tired,
Yeah.
but it's tiring like more than anything. I feel like the worst thing in the fight is to be tired, even worse to be injured because like when you're tired you can't even think clearly
Mhm.
so much and then like your technique goes. Once your cardio goes, then your like strength and technique also go.
Mhm.
It's just bad, you know.
Yeah. Once you ended the fight, you went to grab a bite or whatever. You were with your friends. Were you like thinking, "Oh, I should have done this instead," or "I could have done this better"? Did you have any regrets on how your fight went, or were you like,
I'm
"It is
trying
what
to
it is"?
that's a good question. What did I think? I had a lot of mixed emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like so cuz like in the locker room, that's funny you said that cuz in the locker room what I'm thinking about before my fights, so I always think it's like what's the first thing I'm going to eat
Mm-hmm.
or like I'll take a shower or whatever. And so but I didn't really think too much cuz my mom was actually visiting town the same time I happened to have a fight. So cuz she lives on the other side of the country, so like I was just more like happy just to hang out with her after the fight
Mm-hmm.
before she left. So I was kind of more just like thinking about that than anything. But it was such a crazy experience.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I want to go back in there, but I don't know. I mean, there's no point in having regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I moved around a lot as a kid, but I'm local.
Okay.
Yeah, Novato, California, North Bay area, Marin.
Oh, for sure. Cool. Cool. Um. So your mom flew to see you fight. Is she gonna be here for your second fight or?
Nah, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still at North Bay or are you at multiple gyms?
I've been training. I've been doing a lot of cross training. I just recently started full time training at RTC. It's this gym up in Santa Rosa. Um, but yeah, I'm planning on going back to North Bay soon, maybe like next week. Like I still am gonna keep contact with them, but I'm not going there on an everyday basis like I
Oh, okay.
was.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what's up with this new gym? What's it called again?
RTC
Okay.
Resurrection Training Club. My bad,
Oh, cool.
bro. Johnny's gonna fucking roast me for that when he sees me at the
Oh
gym.
my god. Who is that? Like your training partner or what?
Yeah, he's hella funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Right. You
awesome.
should get him on your pod. He's super entertaining. I fuck
Really?
with Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah, we should get in touch with him.
Yeah, he's real funny.
So, how many days are you training at Resurrection Training Center?
Probably like right now 3 days a week. And then I also train at this place called Hack. It's opened by Hurricane. First like UFC fighter out of Marin County. So I go there like once a week and then I also train at my house as well. Like I've got kind of like a little bit of a home gym,
Oh, it's dope.
but yeah, I try to train anywhere. Like I'm trying to train at North Bay. Sometimes I'll even go to Novato boxing. You know, I might start working with my old wrestling team again. After this fight, like I just want to get as much experience
Yeah, I
everywhere.
think you gotta be as active as possible now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
try to absorb as much as you can from anywhere you can.
yeah.
So how's Hyder's gym doing? What's been what 2 months, 3 months that he opened or
I'm
more?
not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I know it opened up this year,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's a good gym. Like,
Yeah, dude, I was trying to have him on my podcast, but then he once he signed the contract, he's I guess he's busier and stuff. But
oh,
I was like so close to having him on the podcast.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. So, how's your training camp going? When did you start your training camp? When does it end? Has it ended or?
It's gonna end in like 2 weeks, but I started. That's funny you asked that because originally I was gonna take a fight earlier,
Hmm.
um, but I ended up not doing that one, and so now I'm doing this one a month later. So I was already training prior, and at that time I was actually still at North Bay. Like I left there. I want to say last month is when I left like full time training at North Bay.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's probably been I don't know like 1 2 months
Okay.
almost.
Are you going to school or are you just focusing on fighting?
I take a class.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
just one
then,
class, but I wouldn't like consider myself a full time student.
yeah, I mean, it's got to be hard, trying to juggling all these, activities.
Yeah,
Yeah. And as far as working, do you have something set up where um it doesn't affect your training, or do you kind of have to work around it?
I work for the mob. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, yeah, I do got some stuff set up.
Uh-huh.
But at one point I was working and I just saved a lot of money
Mm. Okay.
for the most part. But I usually do more jobs during like the summer, and then I take some sort of class. Like right now, I'm taking this sociology class.
Okay.
Yeah, they also got a cool weight training gym there too, which is another cool thing I like about it. I go to com.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to stay busy. You got to try to be as active as possible, You're how old are you?
19.
19, yeah. You're young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what was I gonna ask you? Weren't you like rapping at some point? Are you still doing that, or is that on hold?
That's a great question. Yeah, I used to make a lot of music, and then I kind of realized with my career path as far as mixed martial arts, I'd have to give it a lot more attention. So recently, I haven't been dropping any music, but after November 9th, I will be dropping some unreleased music that's pre-recorded. But currently, nah, I'm not. I'm not recording any music.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, where do you see yourself, as far as your MMA career goes? Like, what after this fight? What's your next step? Are you gonna?
I'm gonna start fighting as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The first fight was to get my feet wet.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see if I jumped in the water head first,
Mm-hmm.
if I could get out, survive. I drowned a couple times, but I got to shore.
Mm-hmm.
That last third round didn't get submitted, didn't get knocked out, you know. But the second one is kind of to see how much I've improved
Okay.
within this time span. And then the rest of my amateur fights, I'm just going to be building experience, experience, experience. And then eventually, who knows, like 5 10 fights down the road, I'm going to become pro. And then, as far as that, I mean, there's so much stuff, like, so many options.
So, how do you become a pro?
You can become actually pro. Anyone, I could become a pro today. You know,
What's the process like? What do I need to do to become a pro?
you can just like
Do you apply and that's it, or do
no,
you
you
have?
don't even have to apply. You can just change it. But with amateurs, it's like so your record pretty much it restarts once you become a pro. And so but it's permanent forever. So it's
Hmm.
like let's say I as an amateur I got like 100 losses. Um at the end of the day, as soon as I turn pro, it just goes back to zero. So that's why like I feel like for amateurs, you're more building your experience, and then pros, you're actually trying to build your career as far as picking. Some people pick favorable fights, and then they'll kind of have a game plan. They might, I don't know, go 3, 4, 5-0, and then a big company like Bellator, UFC, whatever, start looking at you. They might come to one of your fights and watch you knock some fool out, and then after that, like they might want to sign you. You might get a good contract, a 5 contract fight, whatever, and then from there, you could eventually work your way up to the UFC as far
Mm,
as pros. But it's like kind of a process, like a 5 to 10 year plan, just to
mm.
start from amateurs to pro.
Got it. Got it. Got it. What age do you want to become a pro? You said like maybe 8 to 10
Mm,
fights. Like how long will that take you
after
realistically?
probably after like 23.
23.
Yeah, like maybe 24, 25. Definitely because for one reason, just because like I'm 19 now, so that's like what, like 5, 6 years at the very least, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and on top of that, when you're 25, like your body like fully develops as a man. So I know like physically I'll be at my prime, I'll be seasoned, experienced, already have like a bunch of amateur
Mm-hmm.
fights. I'm pretty much a fully, like I'm a man, but I'm not grown yet. And like so then from 25 to 30, I see that even 25 to 35, if I really keep myself in shape, I see myself them being my prime years.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I'll really have like the greatest likelihood of getting signed to a really bigger organization.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so definitely like latest 25.
Got it. Got it. Did you
Yeah.
see that one during the press conference for the upcoming UFC event? There was this 25-year-old guy who grabbed the mic and he didn't. You know how they ask questions? The public asks
Mm-hmm.
questions. He didn't ask a question. What he did, he asked Dana to give him a contract. Did you
Yes.
see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, he said something about John Jones or something, right?
I don't.
Or maybe
I don't
that's
know.
another guy. Cause there's this one guy who's like, he walked up on the cage after he knocked out his opponent. He's like, John Jones is the greatest fighter in the UFC, and Dana's like, you're damn right. And then he signed him immediately. It was
Oh,
like a
really?
big,
No, I
yeah,
haven't
it's
seen
a
that one.
big
No,
ass
no,
meme.
no.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
That's funny. No, the one I'm talking about is this guy. He was in the public asking a question, but he basically said, "Hey, Dana White, give me a contract. I'm 25." His record was like 9-0,
Okay.
and then Dana was like, "Come over here," and I think he's gonna fight on December 14th, and if he
Okay.
wins, then he'll get the contract.
Okay.
Yeah, but he
That's
took his
cool.
chances, dude.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, worst Dana could say is no. Yeah, so this upcoming fight, November 9th, where is it going to be at?
Keys are.
Where's that at?
It's in San Francisco. There's Kezar Stadium, and then there's the other one. Kezar, what's it called? But it's gonna be not at the stadium, but it's in San Francisco. November 9th, and the doors open at like what, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Yeah.
It's not the Cow Palace, is it?
Nah, the last one was. The
Yeah.
last one was. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be until I checked the actual tickets, and I'm like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. November 9th, that's a Saturday. That's my
Hmm.
birthday.
Oh really?
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh
my
man.
birthday, yeah.
Yeah. Happy
Um,
birthday.
Thanks, appreciate it. So it's what, 2 weeks out, right? About.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is Zach fighting on that card? No. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Yeah, duh. Yeah.
Yeah. Zach, and then also Jorge as well. These are my two main guys I'm gonna shout out because they also come out of North Bay. This is gonna be my friend Jorge's actually first fight. I'm really excited to see his fight. Um, he's super, super, super good. Um,
Isn't he the guy that got you guys into MMA?
he didn't get me. I actually that okay. That's a funny story. So I like, as far as MMA, I started off. I think they kind of got each other in MMA,
Hmm.
but like I bumped into them by accident because
Oh, okay.
so I used to go to elementary school with Jorge, and so I knew him from there. And then I transferred in like middle school, um, and then eventually I started wrestling in high school, and then from there, I started doing jujitsu after I graduated.
Mm.
And so my friend from elementary school, I met him there. And then also Zach, I just met Zach from having like mutual friends, and he just kind of disappeared, like completely just vanished. And then I randomly started training at this jujitsu place, and he was just there. And I'm like, oh, so this is where the fuck you been for just months? You just disappeared. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. And so it's just I don't know. We kind of all just randomly met up.
Mm.
And then there's a couple other guys to our age that are that train too. And it's just like it's super dope, but it's like it was really random, I feel like, but
Mm.
it's cool though, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jorge's going to be debuting
Yeah.
November 9th.
Yeah.
Do you know who's fighting first?
Out of all of
Out
us,
of your group, yeah.
I think I'm the first one.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Which I'm excited. I just want to get it done as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wish it was honestly, I wish it was earlier. Um, like I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you said your cardio um like you had a what's it called uh round 2 and 3 you cardio kind of I
Oh
don't want to
yeah, I
say
was
gave up,
tired.
but
Yeah, I was tired.
what have you done like to prepare for that? I mean, like how does that work? Because I know, you know, big fighters that they're super athletic, but cardio is just not there. It's one
Mm.
of the compromises. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, do you think you've done enough to like better yourself as far as getting more cardio out, or?
That's a good question. Definitely my cardio's improved
Mm-hmm,
just through like study of better gear and better training and working with more coaches,
mm-hmm,
doing more research online. But it I also feel like another factor is who you're fighting as well, because there's certain styles where I feel like I could just go 5, 10 rounds with, and then there's just some not so much. My last opponent was a really, really good wrestler, really good, high pace too. Man, I was so tired, you know. But I mean, who knows? We'll see when we see. You
mm-hmm.
know, I'm confident in my cardio. I think it's definitely. I think everything in my game has improved for the most part.
Okay,
Um, we'll just see if his cardio can match up with mine.
got it, got it.
Yeah,
Do you know who you're fighting? Have you
yeah.
like done your?
It's like his name's like Alexander Boris. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know if I. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Um, yeah, I think this is his first fight. So, as far as film, there's not much to study.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I mean, I've had a year off, been working on a little bit of everything, and I'm expecting to do everything in this fight. So whatever happens,
What's your bread and butter?
uh, depends on the bread.
What's your striking? What's your fighting
um,
style like? What's?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's too early to say. Um, my last fight, I was definitely doing a lot of striking, but who knows? Maybe you'll see some takedowns.
Mm-hmm,
Maybe you'll see some submissions. We'll just have to see. I tend to prefer to strike a little bit more because I know that's what the people want to see. They want to see knockouts. They want to see blood. They want to hear some bones crack because we got a like messed up in the head audience,
yeah.
you know. But I also like grappling a lot as an art form too. That's what I love about MMA is that I feel like I know if I lose a fight, it's because I tried every option and it didn't work. Opposed to like boxing or just wrestling or jujitsu competitions. I love them all too,
Mm-hmm.
but there's just none like mixed martial arts. So we'll just see in this fight.
Okay. Um, and then once this fight's over, like, do you want to take a break or do you want to like just kind of find the next fight?
Um, Probably. Well, it really depends on damage.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that too.
If
Yeah.
I don't take that much damage, then after I don't know a month, maybe 2 months of letting my body heal up, I'm gonna get another camp started as soon as possible. There's no reason not to. So
Mm-hmm.
within like 2 to 4 months, you're gonna see another fight coming up. Um, but like let's say I take no damage, like I knock my opponent out or submit him in the first round, then why not fight in like the next the next card that comes up,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. If there's a fight in a month or 2 months, why not, you know?
Yeah.
Because at this point I'm just gonna be building experience, you know. Gonna try to avoid injury, just build experience, and yeah, sit run through all my opponents.
Yeah. Why did he take a year apart? Just because that's what was available, or he just wanted to concentrate on developing yourself?
um because from my last fight, I've probably rewatched it more than anybody else. um and I've seen a lot of holes in my game, and also on top of that, um I think I needed like, I'm not gonna say like better coaching, but I just needed more well rounded coaching. And the gym I'm going at now is more specifically catered to MMA.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fighters, and they have a really good relationship with my gym too. So I just got some more coaches. Even my coach at North Bay Trifon, he was like, excuse me. He's like, yeah, man, you should start going to RTC because they have some great. It's like a great next step almost,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what Zach did. You know, Zach again, he's our first fighter from our gym, which I think is really dope because we're all going to be in the UFC, or we're all going to at least be pro, and that's super dope. He's our first fighter, and so that's a step he took, and we built a really good relationship with these guys in Santa Rosa. So I would just say coaching, and I mean, there's just so much other stuff. Like I just wanted to see where my level was at for my first fight, and then just based off of my level, I talked to my coaches, and they're like, "This is about maybe how much time you need to improve, or this is some stuff you need to work on."
Oh, okay, okay.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, "Okay, this is what I need to work on." Got to factor in how much time would it take to get good at this skill. Who else do I need to talk to? Maybe I need some different perspectives. Maybe I need to change up my diet, or change up my sleep schedule, or whatever. There's always something to work on. That's how
Yeah.
I look at it.
Okay, got it, got it, got it.
Yeah.
How big is RTC? Is there a lot of coaches?
I mean, this is my first fight actually training with them. So I've like, as far as coaches, there's a lot, but like I'm still meeting people actually,
Really?
like every day. Yeah, because I'm really really new, you know. But prior to going to this gym full time, I came to their sparrings at least 5 to 6 times, and I kind of met some of the core people that are there the most,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But there's a significant amount of coaches. They even got a boxing coach, Doghouse Boxing in Santa Rosa. They're super dope, great boxers. They've even actually came down here to Novato at our boxing gym and worked with us. I'm pretty sure once or twice. Um,
Which boxing gym?
Novato Boxing.
Oh, with the
Yeah,
sister.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
your
okay,
other
okay, okay.
packet. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But yeah, the main coach I work with is Coach Gabe. He's really good. He kicks my ass every time I go there. Oh my god. It's
Well,
horrible. If you just want to see someone get their ass beat, just come to our sparrings on Friday and just watch Gabe whoop my ass. Oh my god. He's really good.
well, that's good because he's pushing you. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I always think. Like I always want to be in a room where like I'm the worst fighter there, because that means, I mean, call it selfish, but that's how I feel like I'll improve the most. Like, even though it's fun, like every now and then to like fight someone less skilled and just try like certain techniques on them or whatever. But then, like, I just know I'm not getting better. you know. And it feels good every time I get my ass beat. I'm a little bit closer. Like I'm a little bit closer to figuring out their puzzle. I just need to move this piece here
Mm-hmm.
and adjust this a little bit. You know.
Got it. Got it. Um, and as far as boxing goes, do you do what's it called? Rounds, like long rounds. Does that help you with your cardio or not really?
As far as like sparring,
Yeah, like
yeah.
boxing sparring.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I think like the best cardio for fighting is definitely sparring, because like as far as intensity, it might not be a fight, but as far as like technique and energy and learning how to breathe and everything, like yeah, sparring is super super important, and especially light sparring. I think heavy sparring is okay, um, as long as you're not doing it too often. But also, I say also like hill sprints are really good for cardio. Air assault bikes, like the ones with the fans, those ones are really good for cardio. Jump roping is great. Swimming. Um, I mean, there's so many ways to get in good cardio.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see. I've seen you several times in Nevada, like when you're like running
yeah, yeah,
shirtless. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I try to run like almost every day.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. Um, so when will you stop training before your fight? Like the week of, a couple of days before, or up until like that Friday? Are you gonna be training?
Mm, probably like never, realistically. Nah, I don't know. Probably like 2, 3 days,
Uh huh.
but I'm gonna still be moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna still be doing like walks and stretching. Just gotta still keep my body warm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to get like stiff or anything. You know, maybe get some massages. You know, take some ice baths. Just really, the last couple of days before a fight, I really like to work on recovery as
Mm.
much as possible. Like anything I can think of. You know,
So you take ice baths?
I have once, and
How was that?
it wasn't that bad because I locked myself in the bathroom and I was listening to just people like really depressing music and speeches, and I got myself as depressed as possible. And then I hopped in the ice baths and I put Epsom salt in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I just made myself feel like so shit that the ice bath just wouldn't make a difference. And it worked, but it was just like I don't know. Like I expected it to be like 10 times worse than it was. Like that's what I always try to do when I'm scared of doing something. I imagine it being 10 times worse.
Mm.
And then so then when I actually experience the pain of it, it's not as
It
bad
ain't
as I
that bad.
thought.
Got
Yeah,
it. Got it. Got
yeah.
it.
It's
Okay.
like I guess it's like a coping mechanism, sorry. If that's what you call it, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long are you in the ice bath for?
Mm, that time I have no idea. Probably like no more than 5 minutes, realistically.
Okay.
I'd say 10 if there was like a cute girl here, but probably like five. Five, I don't
Got
know.
it. Got it.
At most. I don't know about this time. Probably I'm trying to do a minute more, maybe. You
Okay.
know.
Okay. Okay. And what's the difference once you get out of the shower, the ice bath? Like, do
Oh,
you feel a
dude.
difference as far as like being more active, more
Yeah.
awake?
After like
Because
you
that's
get,
what I've heard. I've never done it.
yeah,
So.
yeah. After you get out, it's like, um, I mean, obviously you're cold, really cold, but once
Mm-hmm.
you kind of wipe yourself down, it's like your body is so much colder than the room temperature that like it's actually warm. Just stepping out, you're just warm, and then it almost feels like your muscles are like I don't know how to explain it. Like they feel healed in a way. Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I took like my first ice bath, and then like I stretched before I took my ice bath, and then I suited up and I went for like a run, and It's just like my joints just felt more relaxed. It's an interesting feeling, it, and I really like it too. Like your body just it kind of feels like you lost weight almost.
Really?
Yeah, like you lost maybe like 3 4 pounds, and you're just like super relaxed. It's a good feeling. It's like
Okay.
having a massage or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and as far as training, kind of going back to training,
Hmm.
have you ever used like the what are they called?
Yeah. The masks. Yeah.
Mask, yeah, yeah, for cardio and stuff. That's for cardio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have actually. I have one at my house.
Mm.
I used to use them a lot. For wrestling actually. When I first started wrestling, I never took like a sport serious prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the last time I did an actual sport was like in elementary school. I started like late senior year, so I wrestled for one season, and so I was really trying to get my cardio up. And I purchased one of those masks, and at first it was really hard, but eventually you just kind of get used to them. They have levels, and it works. But I feel like it doesn't like it just makes you tougher. Like it's just I remember like when you get sweaty, like it's sweat inside of the mask,
Mm.
and it'd feel like someone's waterboarding you when
Mm.
you'd run, and I'd be wearing like layered clothing, be hot, and you just kind of get used to it. But I mean, it works. Not I don't think it works as good as altitude though.
Okay.
Going in actual altitude.
Got it. Got it. And what are some of your hobbies, like outside of MMA?
Mm,
Like, what do you like to do
man, I need to do more
besides
stuff.
music, either?
Oh, what do I do? Um, do I have any hobbies?
Or is it MMA all day, every day?
Nah, 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 nah. I'd be lying if I said that. If I'm not with my family, I do like to hang out with my friends a lot, and we just do a bunch of stuff we shouldn't be
Okay. Let's just keep it at that, okay? Don't
doing.
incriminate yourself. um. So, didn't you have like a YouTube channel?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I've got two actually. I had one for music, but I just created one specifically for MMA.
I do remember like seeing something
Yeah,
like that, so that's why I
yeah.
was like, let me see if.
Yeah, so that was like a like an informative channel because when I first started training, I had so many questions about gear. I had questions about technique, what gyms should I go to, what type of coaches, diet, weight cutting, like just everything about the sport. And
Mm-hmm.
so just after I've been training for since 2022, so almost 3 years when it hits 2025. And so now that I've got most of my questions kind of answered, I just started making some informative videos.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, I've had a lot of friends who also want to get into mixed martial arts, and they just have a lot of questions. And like, so I just was gonna make videos just for people who are like curious on how to start, where to look, diet, all these. I actually have to make some more videos soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just need some ideas.
Yeah. And if you could give somebody that wants to start MMA, give them some sort of advice, what would it be?
Mm, if I could give them some advice, uh, sacrifice. You gotta give a lot of sacrifice. Um, so much sacrifice. You're gonna have to get injured. You're gonna have to get used to being broke. Um, you're gonna have to get used to getting hit in the head a lot. Oh, also, this is the worst thing of it all is like getting blood tests and physicals. It's so annoying because you have to set up a doctor's appointment like before like every fight. Weight cutting as well. You got to get used to that. So there's a lot of sacrifice, and I say this for everything, even like being a podcaster. This equipment wasn't cheap. Finding people to get on your platform isn't easy. So a lot of people, they just look at stuff online and they're like, "Oh, I can just do that," but they never think of like the actual cost. And with me, even with MMA, I knew I could do it, but it's because of how hard headed I was. I was like, I know I'm dumb enough to do it. You got to be either really tough or really dumb if you want to do MMA, or both, or
Or
both.
both, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good advice. How um how many videos or how long does it take you to make or create a video for your content for your channel? I know it's very time consuming, so I'm just asking like how's your process for that?
Well, I don't think my process is on your level. So maybe if I really focus like an hour, 2 hours, like actually filming it, and then like cutting it up. And then I guess it's not even really including all the times I have to retake something. Um, I'd almost say it's more like a vlog, like compared to like actual YouTubers. Just kind of just recording myself talking, and then I just chop it up. Maybe add some subtitles, maybe some music in the background, just in some really cheap $5 editing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so not that long, but it's just really with me, it's my consistency. I'm not super consistent with the videos. It's just like kind of more of like whenever I think of something I find interesting, I'm like, huh, I feel like this would be useful. I should probably record and just drop something about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been my thing.
Got it, got it. How many not viewers, followers do you have?
On my YouTube, huh, probably like less than 10. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's your channel's name?
It's like reckless MMA or something. you know, I
You don't even know your channel's name,
no, I
bro?
don't.
Come
It's
on.
like honestly, I when I made it, I was just like, this is how it started. I'm like in my head, I'm like, every time I try to figure something out that I couldn't, I'd be like, damn, bro, I wish there was like a video on this. And then I'd watch videos and they'd have these super stupid long intros and take them 3 minutes to get to the point, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they'd have all these advertisements. And I'm like, bruh, I got ADHD. I'm not trying to sit here and listen to that. Get to the point.
yeah. Yeah,
And I'm
true.
like, man, I wish someone would make a video about this. And I'm like, oh, I'll just do it. But I never really had it planned. I don't
Mm-hmm.
expect to blow up on YouTube. I don't care if I blow up or not. I don't expect anyone to subscribe to me or watch my videos. You don't have to. I just like just posted them. Just I don't know, just because.
Just want that information out there for people that are actually.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you want to follow it, definitely. But like, if you guys are like expecting just content every week or every month, yes, that's not me. I'm
Got it,
not a
got
good YouTuber.
it. How is your music's channel? Is it about the same
it's like
as far as like consistency or?
it's like what it's like I don't know, like 50 over 50 subscribers.
Okay.
And I drop music videos which are pretty shit. Like cuz my music got so much better before I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Um who knows, maybe I'll drop another music video. I'm thinking about it now because it's like I have so many unreleased songs, and then I have so many songs that are dropped that don't have any videos to them. Um, so that'd be pretty cool. I always thought about like for a video, like what if I made a song and it could be based off of like MMA too?
Mm-hmm.
Like there could be some sort of theme or like some sort of backstory, and just make it kind of interesting and like get both. I wouldn't say fan bases, but like both audiences just connected into something cool. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
not like Adrian Brown or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, maybe.
Um, Speaking about music and fighting, there's a couple of songs from the Money Team, like Money Mayweather,
Mm,
that I really like. They're just like kind of really upbeat and stuff when you're working out.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, something like that. He kind of incorporated music with his whole.
Yeah, I've heard some like fighters make music and it's usually really bad. But I haven't heard Mayweather's actually. I
Didn't
th-
what was
it might
what's
be
his
good.
name?
I don't know.
This MMA fighter. He oh what's his name? Tyson.
Tyrone Woodley.
Yes,
Yeah,
Woodley.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Didn't
might
he
have.
like become a rapper after he retired from MMA, or I could remember that he released like
I
two
don't
songs or
know.
something like that.
Nah, I heard his song. A lot of people were making fun of it, but I actually kind of liked it a little bit.
How was it? I don't think I've heard it.
It was like out of 10, I give it like I could see the vision of what he was trying to do, and I give it like a 6 out of 10.
Hmm.
Most people would probably say a 2 or 3, but
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I got a bad taste in music. I
Hmm.
don't know.
I mean, you're a rapper, so I don't think you do.
I don't know. Maybe I've been getting hit in the head too much.
That's cool, man. So is there anything else you want to talk about? For people to get to know Isaiah.
Uh, Make sure to eat your vegetables and drink your milk so you're big and strong.
How can I make my kids eat vegetables? What's the secret?
Just show them like a highlight reel of Alex Perez knockouts and just be like, "This is what happens if you don't eat vegetables."
Brandon, he eats vegetables, but my little one,
no,
Jacob.
I know he does. He plays football. Yeah,
Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah.
He. Oh my god, I cannot make him eat vegetables.
you gotta start him young. That's what my grandma did to me.
That was our mistake, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she started me off as a baby. Like she like convinced me as a little kid to never like be scared to try new things. And so I took it to heart.
Yeah.
And so I just liked it, but I get it. Like I'm also got a super big sweet tooth. Like I might sneak a bag in candy right before the weigh-ins.
Oh my god.
Nah, I play. I don't want Coach Gabe to whoop my
Yeah, imagine, dude.
nah,
You miss weight or something.
that'd be crazy. Nah.
Are you? Have you made weight, or you still need to cut some pounds off?
Oh, I'm all good.
Okay.
I'm only walking around like I was walking around 9-10 pounds above weight. But actually originally I was trying to fight at 155, but they had no fighters for me. They just had one for 170. And my first fight was at 170, and I'm like, well, the strength is fine. So yeah. I actually don't have to cut that much weight this
I'm so
fight.
sorry.
Yeah.
What weight are you fighting?
170.
170.
Welterweight, yeah.
Okay.
So weight cuts gonna be smooth. It's gonna
Okay.
be super easy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it. Did we miss anything?
Make sure to drink your water.
I know, right? Yeah.
Make sure y'all sponsor him.
Imagine.
Body
Yeah, I
Armor.
wish I could get a sponsor.
Yeah, Body Armor sponsor him.
So if you wanna let us know, when you fight, I know you said that earlier, but I just wanna use it for a clip. When you're fighting, where you're fighting, what time, tickets, where they could buy your tickets.
Okay. I'm fighting at Kezar, San Francisco, November 9th, and the doors open at 3 p.m. and I believe the fights start at 4. There'll be drinks, and food for kids, drinks for adults there. And as far as where to hit me up for tickets, most people do email. I'm actually I respond to most messages on Instagram at Izayah Spencer MMA, IZAYAHSPENCER MMA. And just hit me up for tickets. Also be posting flyers locally around Marin. So yeah, you'll just see me all around locally.
Awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for
I
having me.
enjoyed the episode, and we should do it again.
Yeah,
after you fight or
definitely.
something.